Hi guys, today we're going to look at supply. So last time we looked at demand. See episode 6. Today we are going to look at supply. I told you last time in the demand video that demand and supply, by their interaction, results in the price being formed. It's also, their interaction is known as the price mechanism. So the definition for supply: it is the quantities that suppliers are willing and able to supply at various prices per period of time, all other things remaining constant, ceteris paribus. So in this case, we're only looking at price and quantity supplied as the variables. All other factors or all other outside factors are seen as constant. So the relationship between price and quantity supplied is seen as a direct or a positive relationship. What this means is if the price goes up, obviously suppliers are very keen to supply more because they want to make money, so the supply will go up as well. And if the price goes down, suppliers are not so keen on supplying more, so the supply will drop. Constructing my supply curve. I will firstly need a supply schedule. A supply schedule is basically a little table showing all the price and quantity supplied combos. Like I said before, if the price is high, the quantity supplied will obviously be high as well. And if the price is low, the quantity supplied will be low as well. So from this supply schedule of mine, I have to draw the supply curve on my graph. Again, I have a p-axis and I have a quantity supplied axis. The supply curve is upward sloping, hence the positive relationship between the price and the quantity supplied. So we play that little game that we played when we were kids, where you had to actually draw a little picture by connecting dots. So here I will connect the various price, quantity supplied combos or little dots to construct my supply curve, which is upward sloping. A movement along the supply curve is shown by extensions and contractions of supply. Again, extensions is caused by if the price increases, the quantity supplied will increase as well. A contraction, if the price decreases, the quantity supplied will decrease as well, the positive relationship. As with my demand, my supply curve can also shift, either an increase in supply or a decrease in supply. An increase is shown as an outward shift, as with the demand curve, and a decrease is shown as an inward shift to the p-axis. Please note that these shifts are not caused by a change in the price of these products supplied. It is caused by other things except for the price of that product. So these factors that causes a shift can be things like business optimism. If you are very optimistic about future growth in the industry, for example, your supply could increase, but vice versa could also be true. If you're stuck in a recession period, you might decrease your supply. Then another factor could be the production of other products or the supply of other products. If, for example, consumers rather prefer somebody else's or another industry's product, which is kind of similar to yours, for example, maybe, then your supply could decrease, or you should decrease your supply in that case. And if the other way around, if people prefer your product, you should increase your supply. The cost of factors of production. Remember those factors of production of mine: land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. So for example, if wages, as we know, people's wages and salaries go up every year to keep up with inflation, and if these wages go up, then that will mean that the cost to the company increases, which could lead to the company actually having to decrease their supply. Supply of resources is another factor. Say, for example, you need steel in the construction process, but the supply of steel is very limited at that stage. That means if you're in the construction business, you will not be able to increase your supply because you're in need of a resource that is currently very scarce. So that could mean that your supply would decrease in the construction industry. Then another factor is technology. As we know, technology keeps on changing, and businesses try to incorporate all these new technologies into being the better business. So if you use machinery or the latest machinery, it could increase your supply if, say, you're in the manufacturing industry, or in any industry really, in terms of service delivery as well. Better computer systems, etc., could increase your supply. And then obviously the opposite is true. If your technology is out of date and you're not keeping up, your supply could eventually start to decrease as well. Then good old government also plays its part in the supply. So if, for example, taxes or company taxes had to increase, it will mean that the company has less money to reinvest back into the business, meaning it could lead to their supply also decreasing. If the taxman, however, is really nice and decreases company taxes, which they do now and again, then it could lead to the company having more money and supply eventually increasing because of this. Then other factors could be weather conditions, especially in agricultural industries. If there's drought or there's a flood, etc., natural disasters, it could affect crops. So that event or actually can lead to your supply decreasing in that industry. If you, however, have fantastic weather conditions, good summer crops are great, increase in supply, that could happen as well. Thank you guys for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel. I also have a CambridgeNotes.com website where you can find a lot of student notes which I have compiled based on the Cambridge syllabus and covering economics and business studies concepts. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys later. Bye.